That's my analysis. The running game, it looks really good. What do you think?
It looks awesome. It
Yeah.
looks awesome. Raheem Mostert looks bigger. Raheem Mostert looks stronger. Raheem
Yep.
Mostert looks every bit as explosive still. I think Trey Sermon
That
looks
stiff
really
arm,
good.
boom, bounce
Jermichael
back.
Hasty looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Richardson, number 54, whoever he is, has zero chance on that play. You need a real starting linebacker to be able to go make that tackle on Raheem Mostert in the open field. He's just too fast. It's just no chance. But the run game looks terrific. All the offensive line looks good in the run game. Trent Williams looks like Trent Williams. McGlinchey looks good. He looks every bit as good a mover, even with the extra weight. Alex Mack looked good. This run game, we've talked about it all off season, and we really only talked about it from the Trey Lance angle. Trey Lance or not, they're going to be able to run the football successfully, and I think that's important because, again, I keep going back to it. This team is not built to do drop back. I got an opportunity to go on with John Chapman maybe like 3 months ago after they drafted Trey Lance, beginning of the offseason. He asked me, what's your biggest concern with the 49ers? I said the drop back pass game. This team is not built to drop back in the pass game. The quarterbacks aren't built to drop back in the pass game. The receivers aren't really built to play that style, especially when you go down the list of who their number 3, their number 4, number 5 receiver is. Their offensive line is not built to consistently pass protect in the drop back pass game. This team has to be a run the ball first and then play action. And the run game right now looks terrific, where if the defense is what we think the defense will be, they should be able to get to that 30 run mark that they set in a lot of different games they've talked about. And if they're able to run the football, they'll have a lot of success next year or this year.
Yeah, I think what I'm most encouraged about with the running game, I mean, having more depth at running back is really good, but I think schematically evol- it's evolved. Like in 2019, they were schematically ahead of the league. Like those jet sweeps and end arounds were, I mean, the stuff they did to Carolina, like Carolina had never seen those run before.
Yeah.
It was like playing Navy or something, you know, like Naval Academy plays. And I feel like they didn't evolve much from 19 to 20. They did a lot of the same stuff, and since they had so much success in 19, defenses always do a good job of studying and adjusting, and I thought they had good adjustments for the 49ers, and now I feel like they're back ahead of the league. That what they're going to be doing this year is going to have people like freaking confused, and they're going to have a lot of long runs where people aren't touched, and it's going to look a lot like, I mean, it's going to look different than 2019, but with similar results, like people running free. It's going to be a lot of fun. And
Because
I really respect that about Kyle. Like he can
you
be so consistently ahead of the game here.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you go back to 19, right? The big thing in 19 was they became the most diverse run game, in my opinion, in NFL history. Like, they didn't just major in running outside zone, inside zone with orbit motion, jet motion, and then using jet sweeps and all of that. They could run power. They could run gap scheme. They could do every single run, and they had varieties of every single run. And they would just confuse teams because a lot of their runs would look the exact same, except they would change where a guard goes and stuff like that. It was, I mean, I personally, I've learned a lot of run game stuff very recently, and I did not understand a lot. I still am yet to understand a lot of their run game because it was very much a very complex and diverse
Yeah.
run game. And I mean, you talked about it just formationally. How many times did they come out with Trey Lance in the pistol, and they have Juszczyk and Kittle lined up in line. They have Juszczyk and Kittle lined up next to him. The things they can do with those two
The
blockers
touchdown run
specifically,
with Hurd
yeah.
coming one way. I mean, there's going to be so many wrinkles that they haven't shown yet, and defenses are going to see for the first time, and they're going to be like,
And I,
next time we
and
play you, we're going to
I
know what
keep
to
going
do.
back to it. This is the one team in the NFL. If Trey Lance starts, they'll have 6 ball carriers on the field. If Trey Lance isn't on the field, they will still have all 5 eligibles that are very capable ball carriers. When you go Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, Juszczyk, and Mostert / Sermon / whoever the running back is, that's unheard of.
Julian says, Grant, do you have a degree? Just wondering. I do. I graduated from UCLA in 2010.
UCLE?
UCLE. It's different. It's better. UCLE, El Cerrito. UCLA in 2010 with a degree in English literature. They didn't have a journalism department. They don't have a journalism department at UCLA, but I was able to master the art of the narrative, which I use every day covering the 49ers, as the coach in the comment section is pointing out right now. He's a little angry at me today, but coach, me and him have a back and forth relationship. We'll be cool tomorrow. But he's not giving me any donations today. That's how mad he is. He's just writing it without. That's fine. I wouldn't donate if I was mad either. I'm just saying. And I've never donated to the coaches fund, so I understand. So, but I'm glad that people know that I went to the University of California in El Cerrito, which is prestigious. Russell says, I love Trey so far, but my dude has to tighten up in these press conferences. Both our quarterbacks give the most generic answers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What's up with that?
I'm always very taken and impressed with his maturity at the press conferences. And I've always been a big Jimmy Garoppolo fan in the press conferences. I can't wait to hear about how the Lions defense, they're fast, they fly around, they got a good group over there. I can't wait for that.
They mix it up. They give you a little bit of everything. Thanks, man. Okay. PTC says Trent Sherfield reminds me of AB with his body movements and attributes. I feel we have something great here. You think he'll start at some point? I understand the comparison, but that's lofty.
He looks like AB.
He does.
He doesn't play like AB.
He does.
He
has AB's number. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have
you know who else looks like AB? Go watch Greg Ward Jr. his first 2 years.
True.
He used to mimic the hell out of Pittsburgh and Antonio Brown. And look where Greg Ward Jr. is. But no, I do think they have something with Trent Sherfield. He looks awesome.